When people talk about the most brutal predators in nature, they often think immediately of hyenas or lions. But few realize that in the sky, birds of prey can be just as dangerous, sometimes even more ruthless than you might imagine. And today, we will witness the most horrifying scenes of battles involving birds of prey ever recorded. Let's watch right now. Owl versus pigeon. The owl and the pigeon live together inside the same cramped nesting cavity. And everything begins when the owl brings prey back to the nest. The pigeon repeatedly flaps its wings at the chick, seemingly trying to seize a share of the food. For the owl, this is no misunderstanding. It immediately lunges forward, using its talons and curved beak to launch a direct attack. Owls have an extreme instinct to defend their nests, especially when prey and chicks are present. Their superior night vision allows them to strike with precision even in chaotic, confined spaces. After a few moments of resistance, the pigeon is forced to flee, leaving both the nest and the food entirely to the predator. Owl versus hawk. A hawk temporarily occupies the owl's nest while the owner is away, standing still as if surveying the territory, but it quickly tries to escape when the rightful owner returns. The hawk suddenly bursts out from a blind corner, launching a surprise attack within the tight space. Despite being ambushed, the owl retaliates fiercely, using its wings and talons to push the intruder out of the nest. But the hawk does not retreat easily. It immediately circles back, accelerates, and attacks again. The powerful collision nearly knocks the owl off the edge of the nest. Sparrowhawk versus magpie. The sparrowhawk pins a feral pigeon beneath its feet, talons locking the prey's body, leaving it nearly motionless. At that moment, two magpies appear, repeatedly closing in and calling loudly to harass the predator. This is a familiar mobbing behavior, where smaller birds cooperate to pressure a predator into leaving. The sparrowhawk does not counterattack, instead shielding its prey and issuing threats. The crushing grip of its talons is enough to quickly paralyze the prey, allowing it to wait for a safe moment to finish the kill. Hawk versus crow. A hawk strays into crow territory and is surrounded by a low circling formation of crows. Each time the hawk turns or lunges to threaten, the crows immediately spread out and then close in again, forcing it to remain constantly alert. Hawks possess extremely powerful talons, and a single successful grab could seriously injure or kill a crow.
With the possibility of getting injured?
Instead, the crows choose a safer strategy, maintaining distance and applying psychological pressure. Crows have excellent memory and understand the risk. They know the goal is not to kill the hawk, but to drive it out of the area.
Has the advantage of its inexperience.
Eagle versus vulture. A rare scene of conflict unfolds as vultures are busy tearing at a carcass. An eagle appears from a distance and simply watches, patiently waiting for the right moment. As soon as the vultures spread out, the eagle dives in and claims the remaining food. But only minutes later, a vulture returns and directly attacks the thief. Although it does not strike forcefully, the vulture's size and massive wingspan are enough to make the eagle cautious. The predator is forced to retreat to avoid injury. Eagle versus cobra. Cobra and eagle, both notorious predators within their own domains. The brown eagle tries to close in, even managing to grab the cobra's tail, but each time the cobra counterattacks. The eagle spreads its wings threateningly, attacking while remaining cautious. It wants this prey badly, but the opponent is far from easy to subdue. Cobras possess neurotoxic venom capable of paralyzing the respiratory system in a short time, forcing even birds of prey to remain wary. The snake repeatedly hisses, maintaining an aggressive defensive posture. After several failed attempts, the eagle is forced to fly away to preserve its life.
Yeah, he's gone.
Heron versus squirrel. On a high rocky ledge, a heron stands motionless, its yellow eyes locked onto a squirrel busy gnawing below. Its long neck and specialized neck muscles allow it to deliver a precise strike in an instant, almost without warning.
Play a crucial role in ecosystems by controlling small mammal populations, which in turn reduces...
The stab shoots down like lightning, pulling the prey off the ground.
...before eating it, and the behavior is most often seen in species with high cognitive ability. Animals like herons play a crucial role in the food web by controlling small...
Herons often hold prey for quite some time to adjust its orientation, because their digestive system only allows them to swallow prey whole from head to tail, preventing bones and limbs from lodging in the throat. Heron versus gopher. The great blue heron moves silently, nearly blending into the surroundings. It waits patiently, without a single wasted motion. Great blue herons can stand motionless for minutes at a time, because their prey is extremely sensitive to vibrations and moving shadows. When the gopher exposes itself, the attack finally comes. The long beak shoots forward like a flash, impaling the prey before it can react. Strike speed and precision are the keys to survival for herons. Lesser black-backed gull versus feral pigeon. The lesser black-backed gull walks along the edge of a pond, observing in silence. It suddenly lunges when the feral pigeon lets its guard down, forcing the prey straight into the water. The attack takes place right in the pond, where the pigeon has almost no ability to resist. The gull repeatedly pecks at the head and neck, pinning and submerging the prey. Many large gull species exploit water to exhaust their prey. As pigeons are poorly adapted to struggling while wet and deprived of air, within a short time, resistance fades, and the hunt ends where it began. Seagull versus rabbit. The seagull stands motionless on the ground, watching for a long time as if calculating or waiting for something. The rabbit is fairly large, but the gull quickly drags it out of its burrow. Seagulls have highly expandable esophagi and jaw joints that can open wider than normal, allowing them to consume prey much larger than their mouths. This shows that for predatory birds, the ability to process food efficiently can be just as important as raw strength. Goose versus baboon. A baboon spots a group of geese with a stray gosling and immediately charges in with the intent to snatch it. The mother goose reacts violently, spreading her wings, stretching her neck, and threatening the attacker. For many smaller predators, this kind of defense would be enough to make them back off. But the baboon is different. Despite being attacked, it closes in, using its agile hands to grab the gosling and retreat. Its thick fur and head avoidance reflexes significantly reduce damage from pecking. This proves that a predator does not always need fangs sometimes. It only needs the right decision at the right moment.
The parents try to locate any survivors.
Goshawk vs. goshawk. At Garton Lake, inside a single goshawk nest, two chicks face each other in a cramped space. There is no predator and no external threat. The larger chick repeatedly pecks at the head and neck of the smaller one with short, decisive strikes. This phenomenon is known as siblicide, where siblings kill one another in the nest. In large birds of prey, siblicide allows the stronger individual to monopolize all food resources, increasing its chance of survival. The parents usually do not intervene, because in nature, raising one strong chick is more efficient than raising two weak ones. Cuckoo versus baby bird. A cuckoo lingers around a small bird's nest, constantly searching for food but finding nothing. After a while, the mother bird returns, placing two chicks into the nest before leaving again to forage. But the predator's silhouette appears the moment it hears the chicks' calls. The helpless chicks believe their mother has returned and open their mouths, waiting to be fed. A direct attack follows. The two chicks have no ability to resist and quickly become a meal for the reckless predator. These battles show that the sky is not just a hunting ground, but a brutal battlefield of power and survival. In the wild, victory does not come from size or brute strength alone. but from the ability to control the situation and strike at the right moment. And in the sky, a single small mistake can end everything. If these horrifying scenes made you hold your breath, hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to continue exploring more intense and rare confrontations from the wild world.